So wrapping this up with some little spitfire fun questions. I'm gonna get the powers in a second, but what's a skill that if you could have any one skill that any one skill and you've mastered it, what skill would that be?
And it's as far as like superhero stuff?
No, just regular everyday life like stuff, something that actually exists. What's a skill that you would like to have that you don't, and you would be automatically an expert in it?
Probably like probably something that has to do with like engineering.
Okay.
Cause obviously since I'm a cosplayer, like I like to build stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like, cause I've been 3D printing for a year now, so like after kind of getting into 3D printing and like the 3D modeling and like putting the pieces together and like all that type of stuff, I knew that I loved it, but it kind of like, I'm trying to think how to put it. It like kind of took me down a new lane.
Okay.
So like same topic because we still building things, but it was just a different lane for me.
Gotcha.
So I feel like that if I could get into like engineering or like something like that, I would want to take it on like a broader scale. Because I was watching something a couple of days ago where this guy, he was on the news because he 3D printed an entire Lamborghini and put a Corvette engine in there so it's drivable. And he only did it because him and his son was playing Forza, and his son was like fascinated with that car. So he used his 3D printer and like he designed the car and 3D printed like every piece.
Wow.
And it was like it's a lot of moving parts to that.
Wow.
And I think he said it took like a year and 6 months to get the whole thing finished. He said 20,000 was their budget, and they just reached it.
Wow.
So I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But he can drive it, so
I don't know how durable that thing would be.
Yeah. That part I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was just the fact that he made it and it's drivable.
Dang.
Like that's what had
crazy.
my mom blown. And he has the same 3D printer that I have. So it kind of put me in the mindset of what's stopping me.
If he can do that, what, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the actual powers. All right. I'm trying to switch these up because I'm starting to ask the same question. If you could take, minus, other than Superman, if you could have the power set of any existing character anywhere out there, who would it be?
Oh, that's an easy one. Flash.
Okay.
And it's the reason why I say that. It's a deeper, more broad explanation as opposed to just like he's the fastest man alive.
Yeah.
The way that I feel about it is I have always been fascinated with their interpretation of the Speed Force. So I fell in love with it like back when I first started to read Flash. And so in the comics, Wally is technically the fastest speedster. And the reason why is because his connection to the Speed Force is stronger than anybody else. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that he meditated in the Speed Force too.
Wow.
So it takes it from like just a broad thing of this how all the speedsters get their like speed and get their lightning and stuff, and it's what makes them fast. And then it kind of turns it into it is this separate deity, and it's kind of like this spiritual thing like that you can meditate in and you can become one with, and it can make you faster.
Okay.
So when I heard that, like I was like, man, that is like this is some fascinating stuff right here. So just me being like a spiritual type of person, I would want something like that.
Gotcha.
So like I just think that's just cool as hell.
Cool. All right, last one. If you could take any, this could be a character that's already in like MCU or is it DCU? MCU or DCU?
Yeah.
A character that's already out there or a character that hasn't been casted yet. Who are you picking for that character? This could be like a new character, or you casting somebody who's already out there.
And like having them make about them?
Having to make a movie about it, or replacing them in whatever their current movies are.
Oh, kind of like a fan cast.
Yeah, like say if I could take, like I always felt like, what's his name? Crap, I can't remember it now. I always felt like Matt Damon would be a good Cyclops, but he's kind of too old to do it now.
Yeah.
Like so, if I could put him in the old X-Men movies.
Yeah.
But then his talent would be wasted. But anyway, like something like that. So it can either be something like that or a new character that hasn't been in a movie yet.
Okay. And I'm just picking one?
Or go for as many.
Okay. First one that comes to mind. I'm not sure what the actor's name is, but are you familiar with The Boys?
The Boy. I haven't watched it yet.
Alright. But Homelander, which he's the one who was supposed to be based off of Superman.
I want to do my homework.
Sorry. Okay. Well, let me like kind of tell you this so that you'll better get why.
Okay.
So, and without spoiling, in the show, they make it look like they're like how the Justice League is.
Yeah.
Like they fight for freedom and like truth and all that stuff, but they're really like a-holes. But it's behind closed doors though.
Gotcha.
So, and he's like the head a-hole.
Right.
And like just throughout season 1, like just seeing how maniacal he is, like dude nails that role. And the first I guess you could say fan casting character that came to mind for him, for me personally, was Eobard Thawne, so the Reverse Flash.
Okay.
Cause he is just like that is one maniacal dude, and it is an amazing thing to read the comics like on to back of why he is that way.
Okay.
And it's basically like a long story short, he looked up to the Flash like in the future so much that he wanted to be like the Flash. But instead of going out and like fighting crime or whatever, he would create his own crimes and then go solve them to make it look like he was good. And Flash caught on to it, and then he locked him up. So he started to hate the Flash. So he hated him so much that he went back in time, and to make him never become the Flash, he killed his mother. But he still ends up becoming the Flash. So it's kind of like throughout Flash's history, like it's always Eobard, like just going through time, like just screwing with his life basically. And I feel like dude from The Boys would nail that role like time after time. Trying to think what other character would I kind of want out there, because there's so many, because I feel like that they love to kind of stick to the mainstream stuff, but it's some like B-list characters that I really think deserve to like have their shine. Like Joker just came out, and it's killing the box office, and it was a phenomenal movie. So me personally, I want them to dive more into like the psychotic villain angle. So if like I was behind it, the next film that like I would do is Jonathan Crane, which is Scarecrow. Okay. Cause like just seeing like how fascinated he is like with the concept of fear and the like psychological side of it, to the point to where it drives him just insane. Like that would be a phenomenal thing to like explore. So
nice. You just made me realize I must try not to go too long with this. Strife from X-Men. I feel like his story could get really fleshed out, but I don't feel like we're ever gonna get it, because the way they've already done Cable, the way we never got a good Cyclops and Jean, the way we never are gonna get, they've already effed up Apocalypse, like all those.
Don't even. That's a PTSD moment right there, because I love Apocalypse.
I haven't even looking. Anyway, and I love Oscar Isaac, but I don't think he was the right person for that one.
I know.
But yeah, because all those other ones weren't done right, we're also not going to get Strife. But just the whole, him being born in the future, him feeling like his parents abandoned him, having this whole abandonment complex with Scott and Jean. Like, there's a whole lot that could be done with that, but we won't. I don't think we'll ever get that.
Probably won't get it. Yeah. and it's like
my kids be old by the time we get there,
right?
Yeah.
And it's wild because like comic book movies, like in general, have shown like that they can sell,
right?
But I kind of feel like that we've gotten to the point to where it's like so many just action-packed blockbuster explosions here, CGI fights, like that's all that we get now. And there's nothing wrong with those types of movies, but that's kind of what, and that's kind of what has been like cranked out. So it's refreshing to like, you know, see films like Joker or like the Dark Knight series or like Watchmen and like things of that type of sort, to where it's like you still get your superhero comic book type of film, but at the same time, like they'll add in something else to where it deals with how society is, or it talks about something like that, and I love that angle. And you know, like that there's some people out there who's like, so why does it have to be so political? But they don't realize comics have always
I was
been
thinking
political.
that just now, and I wasn't gonna go there, but like you.
Oh, man, you have to.
Yes,
you have to.
Yes. I actually may do a whole video on that, but just to suffice it to say for now, I just hate the fact that people are taking, you know, the whole adage, oh, don't talk about religion, don't talk about politics, because they're, you know, some of the most divisive things out there. But when you really think about it, and I don't know, some people are doing it on purpose and some people are doing it subconsciously and not knowing it. But they're taking things that are problems that people have, like problems, legit problems, and calling them politics because there's something that they don't deal with on an everyday basis. Like say, is we as men, if we were to call a women's rights thing politics, when it's something that women deal with every day. You know, if it's something that we as straight, you know, if we call something that the LGBTQ, whatever the letters I forgot, I apologize. The ones that I think there's some at the end that I forgot. My apologies. You know, if we call something that they go through politics or an agenda simply because we don't go through it, I really hate that. But so.
And plus, comics have always been political. Like you can literally go back to the 30s, and it's just a paper trail of political things in there. So for them, and they do it with video games too. But then you got stuff like Final Fantasy VII, BioShock, like things of that sort, to where they're amazing games, but they have political aspects. Does that make them any less fun?
Nah.
Like I just don't get some people,
and it's privileged to be able to say I don't want politics in my game.
Exactly.
I mean we want to escape too, but there's certain things we don't have that privilege to escape, even in, you know. So it's like, I'm gonna stop there. I'm actually gonna say that I'm gonna make a whole nother video on that. But Keenan, it's been an amazing time interviewing you, man. I feel like we just got one of our regular conversations on tape. That's all that really just happened just now.
Basically.
But good to see you again, man. Thanks for having me over.
Man, thank you for having me.
Y'all make sure y'all follow him on everything he does. AquariusTaughtMeCosplay. I'll have that in the description.
On Instagram is just AquariusTaughtMe, but on my Facebook is facebook.com/AquariusTaughtMeCosplay.
Cool. So just follow him everywhere he is. That's it for us today, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good time with whatever con you're going to next. Good luck on your cosplay builds. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Okay.